Kara helps hearts heal after loss. Just Wish Foundation is proud to support Kara in its mission of hope and compassion. For nearly 50 years, Kara has offered a safe space for people navigating grief, turning pain into connection and loss into love.
So Kara, we provide bereavement or grief support for children, teens, adults, and even organizations. The name Kara comes from the Gothic root of the word care. So when we say Kara, we're really saying care, and really that's what Kara is all about, providing care, compassion, connection, and community with individuals who have experienced the death of someone.
At Kara, care isn't just a word, it's a way of life.
Folks come to us as clients, we serve them. Oftentimes they want to come back and do that work and volunteer again. And that's the same with our staff. When we hire our staff, many of them have a reason for wanting to do this work. And that's sort of a connecting point where it becomes a meaningful way for them to give back. That's why I came to Kara after my own personal loss. I found support and I thought, this is fantastic. A few years later, I became a volunteer. Then it developed into becoming a staff member, and I've been with Kara as the executive director since 2013. Right now, we have about 20 staff that support well over 200 volunteers that do the work. And each one of these staff members have a personal connection of why they're here.
Kara's greatest strength lies in empathy, the shared understanding that healing is possible when people come together. Through a wide range of programs, Kara provides comfort and guidance to people at every stage of grief, from one-on-one support to group counseling, family programs, and specialized camps for children.
We have an adult services program, we have a youth and family services program, we have a Spanish services program, we have a community outreach program, and we have a therapy program. So what that means is if someone who is an adult, maybe their mom or dad or partner died, they'll be connected with one of our staff members who'll do an intake with them, and then they'll recommend different options of support for them. One of our keynote programs in the summer, a three-day bereavement camp that we call Camp Kara. Usually we serve about 90 kids every summer, and so they get to go to a camp where they're supported by 50 volunteers who all have experienced loss themselves, and the other kids in the camp. It's a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We started our Spanish services program 10 years ago. We have about 30 volunteers in that program who provide those services in that peer-based model. Our other program is our therapy program. So if someone comes to us and their grief is a little bit more complicated, they need a little bit more support, maybe there's some clinical items such as anxiety or depression, our therapy program is able to see those individuals and support them through their grief, but also the bigger scope of what they're dealing with. Our community outreach and education program, that is a program in which we go out to the community and we provide crisis response support. Maybe there's a death in a school, maybe there's a death at an organization. We provide some debriefings for the staff, for the kids. And most importantly, we provide bereavement education, grief education for teachers, for administrators, for organizations, so they can ultimately support their communities.
Every year, Kara reaches thousands across the Bay Area, creating communities that are kinder, more compassionate, and grief-informed. At Just Wish Foundation, we believe healing begins with compassion. Kara's mission reminds us that care, freely given and deeply felt, can help hearts heal after loss.